Hi, Jackson Wildcats. I'm Mrs. Altemeyer, and I'm the Director of Federal Programs here for Seymour Community Schools. And for many years, I taught at Jackson Elementary, and I was a first grade teacher. So it's always great to come back and visit and read stories to you. My book today is The Monster at the End of This Book, starring lovable, furry old Grover. And this book was one of my favorites whenever I was growing up. I used to open the book and pick a page, and I would lay a piece of white paper on, and I would draw around the picture, and then I would take it and color it and illustrate the book myself. And then I would write the words and practice that way whenever I was learning to read. And this was one of my favorite books to do that with. The story was written by John Stone, and it was illustrated by Michael Smolin. What did that say? On the first page, what did that say? Did that say there will be a monster at the end of this book? Oh, it did. Oh, I am so scared of monsters. Shh. Listen, I have an idea. If you do not turn any pages, we will never get to the end of this book. And that is good because there is a monster at the end of this book. So do not turn the page. Do you think we should turn the page? Yeah. You turned the page! Poor Grover. Maybe you do not understand. You see, turning pages will bring us to the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book. But this will stop you from turning pages, see? I am tying the pages together so you cannot... Should we turn the page? Yeah, okay. You turned another page! You do not know what you're doing to me. Now, stop turning pages. There. I, Grover, am nailing this page to the next one so that you will not be able to turn it, and we will not get any closer to the monster at the end of this book. Do you think that's going to stop us? All right. Do you know that every time you turn another page, you not only get us closer to the monster at the end of this book, but you make a terrible mess? This will stop you from turning pages. A heavy, thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just like you to try to turn this page. Do you think we can turn it? Do you know that you are very strong? The next page is the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book. I'm so scared. Please do not turn the page. Please, please, please. Do you think we should turn it? Yes? Well, look at that. This is the end of the book, and I'm the only one here is me. I, lovable, furry old Grover, am the monster at the end of this book. Ha! And you were so scared. The end. I told you and told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Did you know that Grover would be the monster at the end of this book? Or were you surprised? I think the first time I read it, I was a little bit surprised. So, now that we've read the book, I have a question that I'd like you to answer in your journal. Think of a time when you were really scared of something, and then later you realized that there was really nothing to be afraid of. Think of a time whenever you might have been scared of a monster under your bed, but then you realized that there really was nothing to be afraid of. Don't forget to view 10 stories this summer and write in your journal so you can get that prize bag. Have a great summer, everyone.